Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Kaldheim draft. Alright, well, we opened the... What is this? Third or fourth time I've talked about this card? Yeah, this is a broken card in the format. I wish it wasn't in the format, even though I've just opened it now. It's one of very few cards in the format that I know of that are feel bad broken, but obviously we take it. You can also just splash it, which was yet another sort of design flaw in my mind. I feel like the hard cast part should have been 1 white and the foretell should have been 2, but what do I know? All right, other picks in here. Let's see. I mean, the Valkyrie is good, also in white. I like Struggle for Skimfar, good fight card. Saw It Coming is good counter. Mirror Lake, definitely good spell land. But we'll go with the broken pick here. Whoa. What's that? All right. Well, if we want to stick to white, we can take the Valkyrie, which is a good card. Or we take the Battle for Beretta card. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay taking that. It's pretty cool, although it's kind of win more. Do we really need to? I mean, I guess we actually probably want to be in green, because then we can even ramp. Basically, you play this on turn 4 if you ramp into it and get 2 4/4 white angels and pretty much win the game. Yeah, we can take Battle for Bredegard maybe. Otherwise, we just take Valkyrie, which is also an angel that flies. I mean, the safer pick is Valkyrie. The cooler pick is Battle for Bredegard. So we'll take the cooler pick. Okay. So we can take a Valkyrie now. Or a Courser. Courser makes Battle for Bredegard cheaper, but Valkyrie's just good. I mean, it's not good when we just have a bunch of token creatures, because then you can't pay the reduced cost. If we get Plow on the wheel, we could go for the Ox deck while we're at it, too. Starnheim Unleashed on backup plan. Yeah, I probably am cool taking the Valkyrie over the Courser. It's probably correct. No green pick worth talking about. Crippling Fear is a pretty cool card, too. Not good against changelings, but I've misread this card multiple times. It's, you choose a creature type that you don't want it to get -3/-3, and then all the other ones do, which is cool. But I'm still going to take the Valkyrie. I mean, I don't have to be in white. I could splash for Starnheim Unleashed. I did say that. That is true. We could take the Fall of the Imposter here. It's making that Starnheim Courser look like a better pick. I'm cool with it, though. I mean, if we can make a Selesnya ramp into Starnheim Unleashed deck work, I'd be happy enough with that. Otherwise, Goldbot Champion is good. Not much else to say. I guess there was a Snow Plains in there. So, could take Masked Vandal. It also wants to exile creatures from the yard, but... or we could take the Snow Forest. I mean, we're certainly not looking like we need to be a snow deck. And Masked Vandal is great utility to have. We could take the Raptor. Good target to buff. But Vandal, Vandal utility is pretty nice. I'll take it. Alright, I could take the Sentinel now. There's also Battershield Warrior. Good with our tokens, actually. That's true. I'm okay taking the Warrior here. It is cool with Battle for Bredegard. Otherwise, I'd maybe take a Jaspera Sentinel, ramp into Unleashed again. Arnie slays the Troll on the splash. White certainly seems open. A lot of Snow Plains flowing. A lot of Raven Wings flowing too. So we can go Goldmaw Champion, Outrider, Snakeskin Veil, Broken Wings. Good sideboard card. Maybe just take the champion for now. Try and keep the curve a little bit low. We don't really need to protect anything with the Veil. Champion lets you beat down. All right, we can take the Courser now. It's got flying. Makes sense to me. I doubt we'd need a Warhorn Blast, but I mean, we have some potential tools for it. Unless I'm splashing blue for Mirror Lake. You know, the chance of playing Warhorn Blast is so low. Although I don't even know what I would copy with. I guess I just copy one of my 4/4 Angels. I don't know. You get to make a token, which technically synergizes with Battle for Rediguard, so that's pretty cool. All right, we got the Valkyrie back, so we'll take that. Deck's looking pretty sweet. I mean, we have a broken card in it, so obviously sweet. I guess we'll take an Ice-Eyed Troll to cut green. All right, we take the Snowplains now, or we can take the Goldmaw Champion. I'll take a Snowplains or a second champ if we're going to wheel them. Guess I take a Revitalize. Warhorn Blast to cut white. All right. Ooh. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think we got to take that. We also have Angels already. That's pretty cool. Maybe wheel the Jaspera Sentinel or Glittering Frost. Well, at least we're making a spicy deck here. Yet another thing to synergize with Battle for Rediguard too. That's sweet. All right. Cool. Take it. So, could take another Vandal, could take the Outrider. Nothing in white that we want. Could take the Snowplains. I mean, I don't know what of this I want anyway, so we'll just take this for now. Clarion Spirit's a good card. I don't know if this is the right deck for it, but it's always pretty good. Especially in a deck that makes tokens. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We basically don't have any removal in here, do we? I guess we have Fall of the Imposter and Retribution, sort of. Well, we want green fixing pretty badly. Well, I can take Bound in Gold. I don't think we need Ascent of the Worthy. It is cool with, like, Retribution, sort of. But, yeah, Bound in Gold here actually seems fine. We've got, I mean, obviously our late game plan is pretty phenomenal, so if we can survive to it, we're looking good. Woodland Chasm totally makes sense in here. And really not giving up anything for it, so I'll take it. Arctic Tree Line does make sense as well. Or we could take the Sentinel, or we could take the Valkyrie. I think I'm going to take the Tree Line. It's free for the deck. And helps us fix 4 green and white. Just makes our mana base a little more accommodating to a Retribution without taking up a slot in the deck. All the Valkyries. It's pretty cool. I'll take them. So we're going to need some more early game, I think. So Broken Wings is a great sideboard card, certainly better than Invoke. All right, cool. We got the Sentinel back. I personally like Sentinel. I think There's definitely some people that don't, which is perfectly acceptable if you don't like it. But I do. I think it's better in decks where you have cool pieces of equipment, like Kaldheim picks and stuff, because then you actually have like a pretty good reach body with upside for 1 mana. But I think it's going to do just fine for us. All right, we'll take a Snakeskin Veil, maybe good for sideboard. We actually don't have that much stuff we want to protect. Oracle is a fine card. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but perfectly acceptable in a pinch. All right, we'll cut the Braggart, just in case we need it. So Sentinel technically can turn on the Mirror Lake. If I so desire. Really don't have that much green in here. Guess we'll cut the black card. All right, Roots of Wisdom. Sure. All right, on to pack 3. Well, we open Burgi. No good white cards, really. Could take the Glade Walker. It's a fine 2-drop. I mean, we could also take the Outrider. This is technically an Angel, though, which works with Retribution, oddly enough. It's pretty cool, actually. Otherwise, I could take another beefy thing. But, I mean, it's not like our late game is lacking. So, I'll take a Glade Walker. Not the most exciting first pick, but totally fine. All right, Kolvori, what can he find? She find, rather. Nothing in our deck, really, huh? That's too bad. Could just take another Binding Gold, or Bounding Gold, rather. I don't really like it, but otherwise I'm just taking a Snowland that basically works for 1 card in the deck. Whereas if I take this, I get removal. And good way to buy some time. Maybe wield a Story Seeker. We'll see. You know how I feel about Bounding Gold. I don't like it that much, but we'll take it. This seems like a deck that could benefit from it. So there's a Runeforged Champion, but we don't have any runes. Or I could just take yet another Valkyrie. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. The Valkyries are good. We have a decent amount of early game. I would like some more. Getting a ton of 4-drop flyers could never be bad, I don't think. So we could take the Story Seeker, get some more early game. We can take the Glittering Frost. It's more ways to fix for Retribution. It's also another Masked Vandal. Because we basically just have a Jespera Sentinel and a Woodland Chasm right now for Retribution. It's actually not that bad. I don't know if we need the Glittering Frost. We're also, I mean, it does ramp into Unleashed. Jumps us from 3 to 5. It's pretty true. But with 4 Valkyries, I feel like we just need some early game. We don't need to ramp. We just need to survive. Getting a cheap lifelinker that gives us bodies for Valkyrie seems good to me. Or even Seeker into like Fall of the Imposter is cool. So Packmate, I mean, you just never pass Packmate. Is basically what it boils down to. There's the Ox. Sinkhole's a great card to get past. Gives us yet another way to fix for this Retribution without taking up a slot in the deck. Very cool. Finn is a great card. Very happy to get it past. Cheap Death Toucher is going to be great for us, so very nice. I'm really liking the way this deck's looking. A lot of good tools in here. I don't think I've ever been happy to see Bounding Gold other than in a deck like this. Seeker seems perfectly fine. We probably even have enough snow to support a Valkyrie, but I'd rather have Seeker to maybe we even run one swamp. Possibly. Take the Outrider. Perfectly fine card. Otherwise I take Invoke for sideboard, but we might have space for Outrider. Mammoth Growth. I'm not going to splash Vega, I don't think. I don't think I have that much Foretell anyway, actually. I don't think we need the Mammoth Growth either, but I'll take a look. Alright, we'll take Invoke for sideboard now. We don't need Raven Wings. We've got a lot of evasion in here. Alright, Glittering Frost. Consider it. I don't think we actually need it. This is actually a deck that would have benefited quite a bit from the Sculptor Elf. 2-drop rampy Sculpt Elf, but that's okay. Alright. Obviously a very powerful deck. Great tools in here. Cut the lands first. Is the Mirror Lake even worth it? Only way to splash for it is basically if I run Glittering Frost. What do we have for lands right now? Because this is a black source. This is a white source. Primary white source. Primary green sources. These are my off colors. So we already have 14 lands. So we make 4 cuts and we run an 18 land deck if I so desire. You know how I feel about 18 lands. Love it. Got mana sinks too. We've got a lot of creatures because this is a creature and this is a creature. So really we have like 20 creatures at least. This is creatures too. So 21 creatures. We can easily cut creatures. I could see myself cutting things like Battershield Warrior. Not that it's bad. It's actually good. It's just, I don't think it fits quite with what we're doing, which is trying to survive. Like, we probably don't need the Mammoth Growth. Could actually probably run the Mammoth Growth if I wanted to cut, like, all creatures. Like, Champion's a good card. I don't think we need it. We've got enough snow to support the Troll. I think. Yeah, 5 is enough, I think. And we can find the snow plains with Seeker, so that's cool. So 7 plus 9, 16. 2 more cuts if I want to run 18 lands. I mean, we most likely don't need the Glittering Frost. It helps fix for black, but doesn't really contribute that much to this deck. We really don't need to jump from 3 to 5. And think about it like versus a Horizon Seeker that would be able to find our swamp and gives us a 3/2 body and gives us actual card advantage, unlike Glittering Frost. And we don't have that much need for snow other than the Troll, so I think that makes sense. Could cut the Oracle. Or I could cut the Mammoth Growth. Removal-wise, what have I got? I've got basically Fall the Imposter, Retribution. I think we're cutting the Mirror Lake, by the way. It's cute, but I kind of don't think it's good enough for us. Basically, the only way I'd be able to cast it is Sentinel, or use it, I mean, is Sentinel. And I just don't think it's worth it, so we can cut that. That's okay. I'm a little bit less happy about running 18 lands when I don't have utility lands. And we don't have a lot of card advantage in here. So these are scarier things. So I could go with 17 if I really wanted. But, I mean, this card scales. These are cheap, though. We probably could get away with 17. Because I kind of like all these cards. And our curve is really not bad. Look at all of these 2-drops we have. And we already have, what, 5 ways to get black mana? So we don't need, we could just run the 1 swamp. And this is double white. This isn't, because we're going to foretell it. Oops. So probably just need to run, what we got, 11. So if we do like 5 more planes, that's 8. Oh, this is both too. So I'm not even counting correctly. This is 9 white. I guess I could do the 8-8 split. Pretty easily. Or it's 9-9 split, right? Or not? No, I guess this is 8-9, so we'll do the extra white. Yeah, 8 green, 9 white, 3 black, but really more with the green. This deck is sweet. I mean, obviously it's a sweet deck. We have some really cool synergies in here that we really don't even need because Unleashed is just such a stupid, overpowered card in Limited. But still, on top of Unleashed, we've got the Retribution with like Battle for Bredegard, which also works with Unleashed, and just cool stuff like that. So really the only thing lacking in this deck is a lot of removal, but I'm very happy with how it looks. So, all right, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we're in round 1 here. We'll keep this. Clarion Spirit, nice. All right, we'll jam a Clarion Spirit here. Sure. Valkyrie. All right, this turn we can foretell Starnheim and then pass. And I guess I'm willing to trade a Valkyrie for a Clarion Spirit for a Seeker here. Clarion Spirit's kind of weird in here. It's not really a card that needs two cards a turn to generate value. Sure. So we've got some options. I could go Valkyrie plus Finn. Then I lose my masked Vandal target. So I might just hardcast Valkyrie. I guess they get to kill it, but do I really care? I don't think so. I mean, next turn I'm just gonna do Starnheim, so... Narfi. Sure. Could do Mammoth Growth too, but I think we just... Oh, how much do I have to pay? X2, right? Yeah. So we'll just get our angels and pass here. Sure. All right, so we'll go Finn. Get in for 4. And then I'll foretell the Mammoth Growth and pass. So 2-turn clock on our opponent here. They do actually have 2 mana up because of the Jaspera Sentinel. All right. They're beholding here, so... I mean, the nice news is we have protection from, like, struggle for Skimfar because of this Mammoth Growth. Bad news is we're susceptible to, like, bounce effects and stuff like that. Ravager. Sure. Giant Wizard. Giant Wizard. Zombie Wizard. So they have 3 wizards. I mean... I think I can let it die, because I can still block the Bergstrider. Sure. So we'll go Ice-Eyed Troll. We'll go Vandal and pass. So, let's see here. Can block here, can block there, and take 8. All right. So we'll go to game 2 here. And didn't see any targets for the Masked Vandal. So we might take that out. Didn't see any targets for Invoke or Broken Wings. So could do Skull Raid on the splash. They have some expensive stuff, actually. Kind of okay with that. It's a weird splash, but you can foretell it. Can do Snakeskin Veil too, yeah. They've got... well, they only showed us Poison the Cup. And I guess a Ravager, sort of. It's not really good protection against Ravager. But they might have more removal in there. All right, we can put in the Veil. We can cut probably Vandal. Maybe probably Mammoth Growth too, yeah. Because Mammoth Growth is probably worse than Snakeskin Veil if they have more targeted removal. Veil, I guess, kind of protects against Bergstrider too. That makes sense. Okay. All right, we'll play first. Keep this. No green mana. Could be a problem, but it's hard to mull a hand with Stephenson Unleashed in it. All right, opponent mulls to 5. Ooh, it's a good draw. Oh, that's a good draw too. Sure. Sure. Makes sense. It's a stupid card. I mean, he showed us in game 1 it's beatable, but see, that's the weird thing. I think people will be like, dude, you just got beat with Stephenson Unleashed in game 1. What are you talking about? Just because you get beat with a broken card doesn't mean that the card doesn't feel bad in the format. It's still a feel bad card. what I did there was certainly not fair. We're playing against an opponent who just mulled to 5, and I did a turn 5 2/4/4 angels in limited. I mean, it's just really not a good design. All right. I mean, I think we're geared about as good as we can be. Mass Vandal against us is it even that good? I mean, it blows up some stuff that we already get value off of. It wasn't even that good that game. I still got my 2 buffs. I just wasn't able to exile a Masked Vandal. So it's pretty good against the Retribution, but not even really. I paid 4 mana, I'll get an Angel, and then maybe they blow it up then. So it's good against our Bound in Gold. And they haven't seen Bound in Gold yet. But they're probably going to keep the Vandal in. Well, I'm going to have to live with it. Eyesight Troll, that's cool. So, probably do turn 2, probably Oracle, I guess. Oh, never mind. I think we do the Seeker on turn 3. This is kind of obvious. Oh, Packmate too, huh? No, we're going to do Seeker. Definitely. Find our black source. Especially since we're missing a land draw here. It's an interesting Poison the Cup choice, honestly. I wonder what that means exactly, too. Why they used Poison the Cup on Finn. Were they really that concerned about us having a Death Toucher? Do they already have an answer for Horizon Seeker? Like, these are the questions I'm thinking. So next turn, we're going to boast, find a swamp, and foretell the Starnheim Unleashed. I guess I could actually jam the Valkyrie. It's pretty dirty. Because we're not guaranteed to get a land draw next turn. You know what? They probably jam what? Bergstrider next turn? Tapping our... If I play the Valkyrie, they probably go Bergstrider and tap our Valkyrie. Alright. I'd probably go Unleash then. This way, if I rip a mana, I just jam Unleash and get 2 angels. If I don't rip a mana, I go Retribution and jam an angel. Alright, so we're going Unleashed. Wow. I would have slam attacked there. So I think we just go Retribution. Oh, I see. Maybe they were worried about my Horizon Seeker getting a land. Actually, I'm not sure about that. But either way, I'm going Retribution here. Sure. So next turn we can go Valkyrie, Bound in Gold. Sure. So I don't want to put that on top. All right, so we'll go land. We'll go Valkyrie for 2. Packmate makes the best use of mana. I think I actually will go Packmate. The reason I'm doing this is it draws me a card, which is obviously nice. But on top of that, I can afford to take 5 here just because I'm ahead on the race. And then I can actually attack back with my Packmate, depending on what they draw, of course. Sure. So now we can... Yeah, we can go Courser. I think we just go Courser, Bound in Gold now. Well, I have to think about this. Maybe I actually go Fall plus Bound in Gold. Yeah, I think we do that. And I do it on the Packmate, because then it keeps the Horizon Seeker at bay. And then I can put the second counter on my Valkyrie. This is kind of a non-bow, actually. Bound in Gold on the Bergstrider, because it's what's going to end up getting exiled, but I don't think it actually matters here, because we just need to turn it off for a couple attacks. All right, so pump the Valkyrie. I think we just go Oracle plus Courser. All right, we'll see for round 2. All right, round 2, we'll play first. It's a bit of a tempting keep, actually, because we can play Finn first and foremost, but we actually have a deceptive amount of white sources. We have 9 plus Jesper Sentinel plus Horizon Seeker. So really we have like 11 cards here, but we are on the play. There's a little bit of a risk to this. I still think I'm going to keep. I'm going to risk it. I mean, it helps we also have 3 turns of land plays at worst. So our first 3 turns, which means we get to see 2 draws. All right. Well, the only thing worse than drawing forests is drawing more white spells. So this is acceptable. I don't think I'm playing the Vandal here. Technically, Finn is saving us life at the moment. Or is he? I guess it's equal. Well, I'm going to let it go to the graveyard then. Because we do have Vandal and Valkyrie in hand. Oh, that's good. So we'll go Vandal plus Gladewalker here. Tyvar. No attacks. Interesting. I guess they're trying to preserve Tyvar. Well, next turn if I draw a white man, I can go Clarion Spirit Valkyrie. That's pretty cool. Search of Greatness. That's a cool one. Can't do that one. So I guess we just hardcast Valkyrie. Because this just gives us something that can attack Tyvar. Second white mana is good. So I probably go. I've got some decent options here. They're going to get to Emblem if they have an answer for our Valkyrie. So I probably just see if it gets through first. Alright, so I guess I go Spirit plus Valkyrie now. And I guess I can just hard cast it. So they can Emblem Tyvar, but then they will lose it. So whenever an elf enters? No, it's casts an elf spell, so it is different. Guess I can block that. I don't really need the Gladewalker anymore. Sure. So another Valkyrie is good. I think we'll go fall. Pump here. Attack Tyvar. And then we can go Valkyrie. Take 9 here. I think I will. I want to be able to kill Tyvar. Oh. Let me rip Stephenson Unleashed, huh? I wonder if I'm supposed to just go after them. Might be my best shot of winning. I deal 7 to them. They go to 13. Yeah, you know what? It totally makes more sense to attack them. They go to 13. We play Stephenson Unleashed. We get 2 angels. Oh, wait, I can't even do it this turn? Get him down to 13. Just play 1 angel. Not quite there. Not quite there. I still think I probably attack them. This is my best shot of winning, I think. Too bad I can't play Retribution this turn. So, block biggest, take 4, 7, 9. Oh, Exactsy's lethal, okay. So go to game 2 here. Got In Search of Greatness. We're gonna bring in the Snakeskin Veil again for the Mammoth Growth. No flyers. Just In Search of Greatness. I guess they have Glittering Frost too. That's not a ton of incentive since we already have Masked Vandal. I'm kind of satisfied with this. If I saw like a flyer, I might bring in Broken Wings, but I think this is fine. All right, we'll play first. 1 lander. I think we'll mull that. Guess we'll go to 5. This one we'll keep. We'll dump probably the Retribution, I guess. And then do I dump a land? I might have to dump a land. As odd as that is. I mean, I could dump the Finn, I guess, but if Finn dies, at least I get a Valkyrie online. Ah, Horizon Seeker. It's a good draw. Well, we know that we know our one black card is on the bottom of our deck, but we might have some shuffle effects in here. Yeah, like this one is our shuffle, so we'll go for our black mana. Sure. So we'll go Valkyrie, Valkyrie. Kind of want to save the Bound in Gold. I mean, I guess they could Skull Raid us here, but it seems like a waste on a 2/2. What's this do? Sacrifice a non-land permanent, discard a card, or lose 3 life. I guess I'll lose 3 life. Yeah, I think we'll still put it on the flyer. Alright, we'll lose 3 life. Bound in Gold, the Reaper. That was a smart move. Alright, so I'm gonna gold that and get in there. Alright. So that game we did actually see Turgid's Lantern. First time I've seen this card played. It's kind of cool. But still kind of wishy-washy on whether I want to bring in the Broken Wings. I guess with Vengeful Reaper we will. Alright. We'll bring in the Broken Wings. And we'll cut... could cut like a Doomscar Oracle, something we don't really need. Alright, we'll mull this. As tempting as it is with the Unleashed. This one we'll keep. And we'll probably dump the Broken Wings. I mean, I guess I could dump a Valkyrie, but I think this makes more sense. That was a good draw. Yeah, we'll fall that. And Vandal, so even if they kill the Spirit here, I can blow up the Pretender, which is nice. The Flyers or... I guess the Flyers. Just because the clock is actually different, so I like this more. Playing Vandal doesn't change the clock though, so alright, now I can at least go Vandal. And Bound and Gold, the Mentor. Get a Spirit. I can at least attack for 4. Now I could have done that to the token and attacked. Might have been smarter. But then they would have been able to maybe take it and double block. We'll see. Can take that for now, so guess I can attack with these two. They can attack, I can block with the Vandal. I lost some pretty decent cards there. Guess I can decline for now. Courser. Didn't lose any of our black sources though. So we'll let the Courser die. And I'll still Client on that one. Alright, well Finn at least can block Shadow Sage now, so I can let the Spirit die. Guess I could have waited one more turn to maybe get another Spirit if I drew something for that. Raise the Draugr would be my guess, is what their last card is. So I think we'll just sack the Spirit, which is what I was going to sack anyway, so that's fine. Sack a non-land permanent, huh? Oh, I should have kept that card to discard, actually. I shouldn't have played that forest. Yeah, this puts me in a tricky spot now. There's our black mana. Well, unfortunately, I need to play the Sinkhole, but it cost myself a lot by... Alright. Well, they got us. My mistake. We'll see you for round 3. Alright, round 3. We'll play first. Oh, that's a keep. It's a good hand. We'll put the counter on the Sentinel, actually, because I'd rather have a 2-3 reach. In most cases, I would think. Can actually play a turn 3 Valkyrie, which is kind of cool. Or a turn 3 Seeker. You know what? I think we'll just do the turn 3 Valkyrie. This is good because it gives us an evasive creature. It lets us play a turn 4 Outrider, which is really good. And then we still have Seeker to find our second white mana or black mana. Best use of mana is the Outrider here, so I think that's the right move. Turn 4, 5/5 is solid. So we've got 5 mana at our disposal right now. Yeah, we're definitely just smashing for 8. And then playing... I mean, this is a great trade for us anyway, so... So now we get to just go Valkyrie plus Seeker. And just have a real good army here. We actually have lethal on board, surprisingly enough. They can't even attack, which is fine. So we can attack with everything. They block a Valkyrie. They take 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we definitely just attack with everything here. And then I think we actually just play the Eyeside Troll. Actually, I guess we boast. Get a Snowland. And then play the Ice Side Troll. Could have gotten the black mana, but I figured getting a Snowland now, just in case I rip a Snowland. I guess most of our other Snowlands are tapped, but there's still a chance we draw a Snowland for Ice Side Troll, and then Ice Side Troll's a big, huge beater too. Sure. So they killed our Seeker, which means we can't find our black mana, but I guess they didn't have anything else, so. Alright. Playing against something interesting here. It's basically Gruul. No, it's what is the 3-color tribe? I should know this. Everyone else has it too. Except me. And Teamer. It is Teamer. Okay. I mean, what we saw, Gladewalker, Seeker, Fumarole, saw at least a couple rares. That's pretty good. We saw a Pick, which we could blow up. And we saw the Goldspan Dragon, so we'll definitely bring in the Broken Wings. We could do Broken Wings over... Mammoth Growth seems like an easy one to usually cut. They didn't show us any spot removal, though. Well, no, that's not true. Fumarole. The thing about Fumarole is Mammoth Growth's actually good against it. I could see maybe cutting the Masked Vandal, but Vandal blowing up Pick is good. Could see cutting the Oracle, actually. Oracle feels like an easy card to cut in most cases, so we'll cut that. All right, we're going to keep this. It's a good-looking hand. So I probably do... Could do Packmate. Decent options here. I think we're going to do the Packmate. I mean, if I can find a Bound in Gold for that pup, I'll feel a little bit better. And now next turn we can go Woodland Chasm. We can go Packmate Woodland Chasm. Oh, Mammoth Growth's nice too. So we'll do, yeah, Chasm. I guess I should have done the Packmate first, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. So next turn I can do the Retribution, which is kind of nice. Next turn I can also, well, I have to think about that. All right. So I've got some options this turn. I think the best thing to do is just jam the Retribution this turn and smash. And the reason I think this is the best is I get to kill that pup. I get damage in. They have to deal with our Angel. Even if they do, we get to follow up with Finn plus leave up Mammoth Growth, which is pretty solid. Like, we significantly lower our life total here, but this to me seems pretty good. Especially if their best thing is just, yeah. They could Blizzard Brawl. would handle it pretty good. Yeah, it looks like that's what they got. So then we'll just follow up with Finn, keep up the Mammoth Growth to block the Fearless pup. I don't know why they didn't do that first to kill our guy, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So I can give my Valkyrie double strike next turn, but I think we stick to the... Especially since I have to hardcast the Valkyrie. I think we just go... Land... Smash... And we go Finn. And pass. Alright, that's too bad for us. Makes me want to drop the Mammoth Growth again, unfortunately, but at least we got the Bound in Gold here. It's nice, so do that. Valkyrie. Land 3. Oh. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna keep a second blocker back so I don't just randomly die to a Firewalker if they have removal. I think we just get it off the board, especially if they have Run Amok as their last card or something. Well, at least it's a card they can't play. So we have 7 mana. All right. So we ended up going 2-1. It's possible we could have gone 3-0. My misplay with the... no, I can't even remember the name of the rare. The sacrifice, pay 3 life, discard a card, or sack a non-land permanent. I definitely misplayed with that. But this draft is a good lesson in reading cards. Remember to read cards. Your good pal Alex Stephenson hates it. Hates reading cards. And what happens? He loses. So remember to read cards, folks. I probably don't need to remind you of that. I'm probably the only person who just... I'm always in a rush, or... I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I draft every single day. I'm just like, you know, I have to get to my other activities in life. So it's like, who has time to read? I have to do the next thing. So, all right. Anyway, our deck was absolutely insane. And we had some pretty cool matches there. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.